this has caught me really off guard because, I don't know. We were getting mixed signals from the other team, like people saying, oh, the game's going to be cancelled. People saying the game's going to be on. Welcome back to ESEA Intermediate. I am your caster, Louis 2K. And it's going to be Made In Burnley, taking on the newly acquired and newly slashed up roster of Fli6ht Gaming. The Fli6ht Gaming roster, consisting of ESEA, Fli6ht, Fli6ht, War Puppy, and Wizard, taking on a UK team in Made In Burnley. Welcome if you are new to this live stream. The game was looking to be cancelled, but we are back underway. Fli6ht will be starting this new roster on the T side and already pushing out onto the CT side, onto the CT side of A, onto the A side so comfortably. Wizard will find the opener and Zeox just watching behind for this player lurking. Mania Fools. And there's Fli6ht now who have got the man advantage to work with. Still, Made In Burnley have a defuse kit to work with. And Fli6ht, they are just playing it quite passively, quite safe. Joss finds one, but Zeox, Fli6ht, they find a kill each, leaving it on Ethos. And he's low HP, but does have a kit to work with. And the CT player really wanted to find something there, but wasn't quite going to find anything. Fli6ht Gaming take a 1-0 lead. It was hard to tell. Like, Wardog was giving me mixed signals because he got mixed signals from the opposition. Basically, the UK team, they weren't sure if the game was going to be played or not. Made In Burnley, they were saying, oh, we might only have 4 players available. In the end, they've had enough players turn up, and well, it might be a mistake them turning up. Fli6ht have this 1-0 lead to work with, and already going to be buying out an AK in the hands of Fli6ht. I buy power AK. What a skin. What a sticker to have. Rotated will find the opener, and Wardog towards the other side will find Hazardwell, and Ethos is going to fall. Zeox, 2 nice kills, and just like that, Fli6ht Gaming can win the round with no casualties whatsoever. Does my voice sound bad? If it is, because I've been shouting at people, telling them to shut up all day. Well, Made In Burnley this round will get at least 4 M4s in play along with a Deagle as well. And working towards the B side is Zeox, who wants to get this opener. The Fli6ht side, it is just the default at this point. At this stage, just slow. Just steady. And at this point, I'm about as hot as the new Fli6ht Gaming roster, who have flown into this 2-0 lead. See what I did there? Flown into this 2-0 lead. Because they're called Fli6ht. I can't even eat my pancakes. I've got to cast this game. It's so sad. Either way, this Fli6ht Gaming roster, they are just taking it slowly this round. They've got the opener. Oh, sorry, they've not even got an opener at this stage. What am I even saying? Fli6ht. Fli6ht. Sorry to the players if I am pronouncing your names wrong at all. Wardog did go through them with me earlier, but both of our voices are broken. Fli6ht really didn't have to push up Molotov either way. Fli6ht are on the site here quite comfortably on the A side. Protator takes so much damage and just one nade could fill him up. What a kill, actually. Fli6ht has. He can miss one with one of his own, but Wizard can trade out yet again. A game of trades. And at this point, Fli6ht Gaming are favouring at this stage. Ethos tapping away. We'll find Wizard as well. One headshot and quickly becoming a 3-on-3 as the UK team take charge and take momentum going into the side. But Protated, he can get himself 2. Wanted that 3rd kill. No door. He's just trying to do whatever damage and trying to bait out any players at this stage. And 5 bullets. Can he really find anything? Not a shot. No, it's not meant to be streamed on Fli6ht because this is my personal live stream and I chose to live stream this. And they didn't tell me to live stream it. Wardog actually told me to live stream it. Either way, it's the Made In Burnley team who will just be working with Deagles for this round. And, well, they're going to be working with at least some mid-control for now. And there's going to be no aggression from their opponents at this stage. Wizard will find the opening. Ethos will fall in the early stages here. Fli6ht have got the man advantage now to work with. And Wizard, a nice little flash, but isn't quite going to find anyone yet. The timing of that was insane, really. If Wizard peeked that slightly later, he might have found the player in Z. But no, Wizard is tapping away. Still, it's going to do some damage to no door. Haz will fall. Fli6ht gets himself 2 and War Puppy towards the A site will clear off that A push. Leaving Mania alone on B with a Deagle and a massive dream. The dream at this stage will be not to let this game fly away from them. And Mania can't do anything. 4-0 to Fli6ht. And this newly acquired Fli6ht side, lots of their players are actually, I say lots of their players, at least 2 of their players are ex-Scorpius and ex-Cryogenic, being Wardog, and I believe I want to say Protator played with Wardog before, either on Scorpius or Cryo. Or Wizards at least had some sort of association with Wardog before. The other 2 players, Zeox and Fli6ht, are both French. And Wardog went into this game on Twitter saying that he was so happy with this roster. He said it was something like the strongest roster he's acquired so far. Protated is representing... No. Is it Protated? Yeah, Protated representing the UK. And now it's going to be Joss as the UK team take the man advantage. It is a buyout for them, which includes an AWP. Wizard AWPing for the Fli6ht team. And now at this stage, Fli6ht are now backing away and potentially trying to get some information towards the site of B. Zeox, he's not noted any players pushing just yet. The Made In Burnley team have only got the 1 player just to try and hold this off in Ethos. Just slowly clearing out the corners. Not really going to be that late of a push for the Fli6ht team, but a response to Molotov will definitely delay things at this point, and still they're just going to push through, and Zeox and Protated 2 nice kills, and that empties out the B site for the Fli6ht team. Made In Burnley now left in the retake scenario. The AWP's still surviving, and you can tell Mania wants to try and find something from this position, but at this stage, nothing quite yet. Still pushing, actually. Joss finding the headshot on Protated. And Fli6ht Gaming, they are just playing it really passively, and Made In Burnley, the time really taken away, and they have to push out Mania. It's going to do so much damage, but can't quite find Wizard. There's only 1 kill in the retake for Made In Burnley. And despite Made In Burnley having that man advantage, it all fell apart for them. The European team clean up, and they're going to get a 5-0 lead here in ESEA Intermediate. Was there an audio update recently? They had the audio update a couple of weeks ago with the VoIP or the 3D sound, so it's like 3D feedback sort of sound. It's hard to comment on. Or it might be the commands I've used in this observer config. It's a nice idea by Joss, but I feel like he's a bit too open to any players in the A main like that. Fli6ht, finding Joss. And Fli6ht Gaming, they've got the man advantage to work with, and now trying to get something out towards the A site here as Wizard finishes off Haz. The Molotovs rain in, and comfortably enough, Fli6ht are pretty much pushing onto this site, looking so good. War Puppy and Fli6ht a kill each. And Ethos left behind. Fli6ht fully expecting and fully prepared for it. It's a 6-0 lead for this new team, who are just starting their ESEA career, essentially. They've taken over the Exile Gaming roster, or the spot of Exile Gaming in the event. And just so comfortable on this Fli6ht gaming team. I know some of the players, obviously, someone said in chat, a couple of them are sort of playing together. But I don't know if they've got a chance anymore to actually progress to the playoffs. And now a full buyout then for both sides. This time, the UK team not quite investing in an AWP. ESEA's definitely investing into that spray, and it's not going to pay off for anything quite yet. All 5 Fli6ht gaming players towards this B site. I mean, he's got some work to do, but him and Nodo have got quite a good little setup here in checkers. But the Molotov's there, just going to cut that off, and Mainie's just going to be allowed a free kill. Fli6ht gaming, they've got to push out onto this one position, and it's all falling apart for them at this point. Mania gets 2, Nodo gets himself 2. There was only 1 kill there in response for Fli6ht gaming. Made in Burnley, they pick up their first round. Who's going to be flying to their next win of the campaign, do we think? Credit, really, to Made in Brazil. Or no, sorry, not Made in Brazil. Made in Burnley. Burnley. I can't do an accent with my weak voice. Made in Burnley. I looked at their ESEA profile. They seem to be obsessed with Burnley Football Club. Poor lads. Well, neither team can really push in mid for now with the smoke just covering off that angle. Hazard's prepared them. And it's just slowly pushing back, falling away. And Fli6ht gaming now pretty much being gifted this mid control. But the Molotov, the utility actually so smart by Fli6ht gaming. They're just clearing out all the angles, but it's looking a lot more powerful against this UK team who just don't look prepared at all. Nodo's got himself 1 and a second. Wizard and Fli6ht both for a flash. A great little play, actually, and that's a great response by Made in Burnley as Fli6ht now look to acquire something on A. It's a rushed play, and the Molotovs might be a bit rushed. War Puppy so unlucky not to clear off Josh. And Josh will clean up the last 2 players, and Made in Burnley can get themselves 2 rounds on the bounce. And that was so nice, realistically. No credit has to be given to Made in Brazil. All the credit there to Made in Burnley. Burnley. If they win all their remaining matches, finish 9-7, then it's possible. I spoke to Wardog before this game, and he said that their roster, this is their weakest map as a roster, supposedly. But they just had to play because it was already locked in to play this game. Welcome, Eclipse. Sorry, I've not really said hello to everyone in chat. Welcome to the guys at Fli6ht and Anderish, Eclipse, and City Simba. Saw a couple more guys up there. Welcome back, guys. And this time, Fli6ht gaming, a little bit of momentum and pressure going to be worked towards the A site. It's a site which Made in Burnley have only got 1 defensive player in Joss, but last time he was on this site, he did get 2 kills himself. Nodo. It's also going to be this player to reposition, and Made in Burnley actually starting to focus on this site now, and they've not even cleared out the B site. This is so key, and I feel this player in mid's been the key aspect to getting the auditory information through. So utility is used, and Fli6ht just about able to push out onto the site here. Fli6ht has only got the 1 kill for Fli6ht at this stage, and Molotov's still reigning in, and it is the Burnley team who, they've been locked off the site, but they look the more stronger team. A nice kill there, as Zayox falls to Fli6ht. He's trying to respond and gets himself 1. The timing there is going to favour him, and Wardog had to get a 3k to clean that off, and was unable to even get 1 kill. Made in Burnley, and now starting to make amends for their early stages. It is now 3-6. I'm just looking at the scoreboard. Zayox and Fli6ht, the 2 newest pickups by Wardog. Currently going 10-3 and 10-5. Hello, Vex. So the first time this game, really, we've seen... I think this is the first time this game we've seen Fli6ht on this Pistol Eco buy. Nice shot. What a shot. Rotated. No Doors is going to fall instantly and can get a second as well. That's so clinical by Rotated in mid and Fli6ht. They can now fall back and just play it a little slowly and just see if their opponents want to push elsewhere on the map. At this stage, the CT side have one defensive player on each side. And to go, and it looks to be towards the B side, which the Fli6ht team are now going to commit to. And Ethos is going to have to go big here, realistically. He has an M4 to work with. And nice idea, but just can outplay his opponents. Fli6ht Gaming, an eco for them, which is suddenly working out. 2 rifles are remaining. And Josh will at least cut out Rotated from mid. On 2 HP, it does mean Made In Burnley have to fall back. This UK team finally locked out. And it took an eco for Fli6ht to gain the momentum back and to get themselves back in this game. And are they going to go for it? Now, is this going to be easy for Ents or easy for Fli6ht? And if you're Fli6ht Gaming, you're flying to the lead at this point. Hey, Wibble. This is Wardog's new lineup, boys. And you can't really fault this new team under the organisation of Fli6ht Gaming, the new org. Shout out to Vex, Anders. And I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I forgot who the third owner is. There's loads of owners. I know those two, obviously, from everywhere else. And Zeus desperate to find this opening pick towards B. For now, a little bit of damage dealt to No Door. But nothing too strict, nothing too momentous. Fli6ht Gaming. Slowly working towards the A site as well. But what they do towards A, it's just going to be treated as a fake. And actually, it's working out quite well for Burnley, who are committed. They're curious, and still Rotated can come off on top. They get an opening kill, but Made In Burnley, their sight aren't fully on this A site here. Ethos trying to go big. Can get himself one and just about gets a second. Has also going to shut down Rotated from the A site. It means Fli6ht and War Puppy are the 2 players remaining to try and secure this round. And one nade will take down Ethos. As quick as that, we're left in a 2-on-2. Mania is going to push out, but Fli6ht's going to outplay him. In fact, it does leave Wardog remaining with no utility. Only a flash against Haz, who's going to peek it anyway, and Wardog's going to come off on top. A great little clutch from the Dutch player. And for this European team, an 8-3 lead. And they don't seem to be stopping here. What a great little play that was in the end there by Wardog. Wizard is going to continue his open prowl. And as much as people might want Burnley to win, I feel it's this new Fli6ht team who are in full control. Burnley now going to just approach things a little bit differently towards the site of aim. Squeaky and A main push, and Wardog will at least find 1, 2. Fli6ht gets another as well, and they've got an AK from this. Haz, though, is low on HP. Ethos is going to fall, and they know where Haz is as well. Surely they know. Wardog probably said something in chat like, oh no, he's not. He's got less health than that. So Haz an AK. And hello chat. Sorry, I was looking at chat for a minute. Did I miss anything? We didn't miss much other than the fact that Fli6ht Gaming, Wardog's new team. You can't really count them out at this point. Wardog, technically being the IGL, 9-6. Fli6ht, 14-6. What music kid does Wizard have? Really unprofessional me doing this. But we can at least try it. Fli6ht Gaming this time. I'm going to try and get some information towards the A site. A little smoke there. And Fli6ht Expecting a player to push in. As of yet, not finding anyone. And Fli6ht Gaming really don't have to rush into anything at this point. They've got the 6th round advantage to work with. And Made In Burnley, they're not really taking that much, putting that much attention towards this B side. Neither are Fli6ht in this round, at least. I don't know if it's lagging. I apologize if it's lagging, but here comes the utility towards the A site. Smokes are perfect. Utility is perfect, and No Door and Joss have to go big here to try and hold off this site. It is rotated, who gets one, but Fli6ht, they're making the amends for it and getting the kills ever so slowly. Haz is so low, and Fli6ht will take him out. Mania, the one player remaining. And he won't be allowed to find anything as Wizard gets his second with the AWP. Fli6ht Gaming hit double figures. And despite that little stint we saw from the Made In Burnley UK team, there's not been that much of a response. Wardog's team in Fli6ht, they're in full control of this game. Oh, no, nah, you hate to see it. Unlucky rotated and missed flash, but I'm sure something will be able to work out for Fli6ht despite that little issue. Joss, so close, and when you look at that, it just looks like War Puppy's walling. And gifted a free kill onto Joss, and No Door's gonna fall. That's the A site lost. And Fli6ht Gaming, you know what they can do, take advantage and work their way onto the site. Has done some damage. Mania from behind, not expecting Zeox, who seems to be lurking, and he's cut off the lurk so well, and he was prepared for the player in mid. But Deagle was going to come off better in that scenario. On site, Ethos can't do anything. There'll be an AK saved. Should Fli6ht Gaming let him hold on to this? But thank you everyone for the support. I do love the fact I'm getting so many viewers for this game. It's amazing. Thank you for the support. I know it's not for me, it's for Wardog and his new team. 11-3 approaching the last round of a half. Made In Burnley, if they don't get something either this round, you know what? That's respectable. Has 2 kills. Doesn't really mean that that's going to bother Fli6ht too much going into the last round of a half, because they've got so much money built up, and even with everyone buying out, still you've got 3 players who've got, oh sorry, 2 players in 5-figure digits. I hope Wardog's not using word.exe. That's become the latest meme, hasn't it, in the Counter-Strike community? Word.exe being classed as a cheat. What is a cheat? It's rotated, falling to Joss. So Fli6ht did at least trade out. Oh, you are here for me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, Fli6ht Gaming, we're going to take one last stab at this point, potentially towards B. Though I'm not quite fully determined where to go yet, and Fli6ht Gaming don't really have that much information to work off of at this point. If Fli6ht peeks and finds this kill, he would find the A site secured, but actually this time it's Fli6ht who's lurking towards A. And interesting how these players are actually being used. It doesn't really matter what role you are. You'll be put in a lurk position either way. Ethos has to try and defend this off. We'll get one easy kill onto Zeox. Flash. But Wardog's prepared, and still he's able to do some damage. Wardog can capitalize and get the trade kill. No Door. I think they know where he is at this point, and he has to go for it for 20 seconds. One player spotted, and he knows where War Puppy is as well. This is actually winnable for the CT player. Finds the first. Came so close. You know where Fli6ht was at the half-time phase. What a half for War Dog's new team. It's currently Fli6ht Gaming 12, Made in Burnley 3. Welcome back then to the second half. I feel for the UK team in Made in Brazil, if they don't get this pissed around, it's going to be game over. This new team consisting for Fli6ht of Zayox, Rotated, Fli6ht, Warpuppy and Wizard. This time we'll be on the CT side with a smoke and a diffuse kit to work with, and instantly Wizard has to back away as Made in Burnley make amends for the early stage and try and get something towards the B site. And Johnson have got a kill apiece. Warpuppy still able to do damage, 2 kills from him, leaving it a favourable retake for his opponents. Joss though pushing with the bomb. This could be devastating if they make a mistake here, and Wizard can get one. And that's why you don't use auto director, because they miss kills. Made in Burnley, they win pistol, and it's not going to be game over as of yet. If you are new here in the ESEA Intermediate Season 29 game, I'm your caster, Louis 2K. We do lots of small amateur teams, commentate for amateur teams. Made in Burnley this round, they've got some SMGs to work with, and again, they'll just be taking a passive approach to this. Fli6ht Gaming, a nice idea to really take mid, but nothing going to be found just yet. Mania will hear so many footsteps, and that's the call to rotate the players over. Mania 2 for him. I say he got 2. Fli6ht took out his own teammate. So that's a rip and a half. One will go down on B. Nevertheless, Zayox falls. Made in Burnley, they're in control of this game, and Joss has got himself 2 kills on the hold. Fli6ht just has to do damage, and he saw the player originally on roof. Just unlucky in the end for him. Sinden City, why do you keep hearing music? It's bad for you. Well, Fli6ht Gaming will try and get their momentum back going in this round. The round which they use an AWP, and they don't really have that much utility compared to their opponents, but their opponents don't have that great of a buyout. Only 2 AKs, sorry, in hand. So War Dog will get 1 at least, but Ethos Mania, they can find the kills elsewhere to supply Made in Burnley with the bomb site, and a retake scenario for Wizard and Combe. An advantage for the Burnley team, but the nades could take him out so easily here, and Burnley just have to play this so defensively now, and still they're taking damage. Rotated finding 2 players. Pushing out Nodor, great little bait as Wizard falls. Fli6ht gets himself 1 and Rotated as well. They actually secure the retake. So successful. And what a play that is by Fli6ht Gaming. And that's what you want in your team. A great set of players who can get that retake going. And I'll be honest, I thought it was game over in that round for them. I thought Made in Burnley had secured it. Oh, good old McCoys. We all love some McCoys. McCoys for the Burnley boys. Make some noise for your team or the Burnley boys. I'll tell you what, Made in Burnley, they've still got a semi-decent buyout off of this. They've got AKs to work with, and Nodor quite aggressive this time. Just as a note on the A defense, Rotated and Fli6ht on B. Warpuppy pushing in as ever on the B side. Fli6ht also finding Nodor, and the player in mid was Wizard. Loads of people wanting the Burnley boys to win. It's not over yet. This could be like a major moment. The utility actually is really good for the Made In Burnley team as they try to enter onto the site here. And 2 nice kills. Protected and Fli6ht didn't have to go for that, but it is a 3-on-3 scenario. Definitely possible for the Fli6ht gaming team. This AWP here. The AWP is just going to be smoked off. ESEA can try and push out here, but it is nades raiding in each direction. ESEA, he came so close to finding that player, and Wizard, what a flick that is, as Ethos does fall as well. Now just 2 players remaining and time ticking away. 1 on site, 1 in A main. They know where all these players are. Has will fall. It just leaves Mania hiding the Shroud, who gets one. But ESEA will push and get the kill. So great as ever. And this is a cool 1.5. Does Wizard have this? He does. Fli6ht gaming 14-5 again. Such a great retake. You don't reckon I'm getting hyped up, do you? Am I getting too hyped for this? Credit, though, to Made In Burnley, who at least got some really nice side takes coming out, and their utility was perfect, but the CT defense, or the CT retake, was just looking so good at this point. Joss is going to get the man advantage for the Made In Burnley team. Protected fallen. And has trying to do whatever he can towards B, but has to just back away. And the noise was most likely picked up by Wardog. No door falls in mid, and the attention for Burnley falls on this A site. And both players just going to smoke that angle towards Beam. But it is the utility that's slowing down the Made In Burnley push. Joss going to be coming out, and they need to find Fli6ht, who still hasn't been actually spotted at this point, and gets himself one. Will deny the bomb plant momentarily. So Wardog and ESEA in a 3-on-2. If these 2 players can get it, Fli6ht have got such a great team on their point, but they've got to find these arcade players first. Well, Puppy on highway. ESEA finding the first player, doing damage to Mania, and War Puppy's just going to push out, and they get the kills. Actually, Joss remains. It's 5 HP for War Puppy. This will be a big little clutch for him, and he is just going to fake it and gets a kill anyway. And he's got the defuse as well. What a retake. And if you're Fli6ht Gaming, what a roster and what a game this has been for you. 15-5, despite losing the pistol round. What is that? This is insane. Fli6ht, ESEA, the 2 French prodigies. Currently top fragging. Wardog top, only for this half then. The smoke will work, and what is Fli6ht on match points? I've got 10 match points to work with. Made In Burnley. It really is a awkward buyout, which mainly focuses on Khalils, and Wizard is just going to shut down that push entirely. War Puppy finding no door as well. And this looks to be game over at this stage with the bomb dropped in mid. Fli6ht Gaming, they said they were going to have a default win. They were confident by it. But instead of getting a default win, why not get such a great result under your belt to start your ESEA career underway? 1 minute, and Joss was trying to do whatever he could and came close as well. Has remained and Made In Burnley. They've just given up at this point. It's going to be game over. Wardog, as RGL, has led this great little opening map, and this is apparently the worst map for Fli6ht. Has doing whatever he can, and he'll get at least one, but he's still trying to do whatever he can. There's an AK for him, and still allowed to do damage, really. He can't do anything else. Fli6ht wins it, and what a result in the end here for Fli6ht Gaming. What a game that was, and Wardog's new team, Fli6ht Gaming, what a result. 16-5 in the ESEA Intermediate, and That was stunning. That was actually brilliant. I'm so hyped by that game, and what a result that was. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. I've been Louis 2K for this game. And the new Fli6ht gaming roster, they're going to be a team to look out for the rest of this ESEA season. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've been Louis 2K. We will be back soon.